segment. Now, still again, Central Bank of Nigeria don't come out now, don't come out the limit to how much deposit where you go figure deposit for cash, and then also they don't increase the limit of money where person fit to withdraw. All of that and plenty others now go come up later inside the show. But before all of that, we're going to need to take a very short break. When we come back, we jump right into the front pages of newspapers. No go anywhere, we stay there for here. All right, now the Punch newspaper start up the papers this morning, and one of the tourism inside the Punch, Abuja government don't bring out a 54 trillion naira budget as just the amount where they used to pay back waiting with the owe don't chop 16 trillion naira inside. Voter register review, they don't begin to retouchlight the voter register as INEC they close registration. U.S. company don't withdraw Nigeria's presidential jets from sale. They don't plan to sell them again. United States of America don't they think, say they want to ban the visa of some people for the country on top accusation of Christian killings inside Nigeria. And for all of the wahala of, say, kidnappings they happen for Nigeria, National Assembly don't they ask Abuja government to name the people where they fund and they sponsor these terrorists them. Lawmakers also, they ask they made them post guards to schools, worship centers, even the new defense minister say in go touch light all what happened for that kidnapping for Kebbi and also the death of Army General. But you're going to need to fill all of that details inside the Punch newspaper. Now, the plan of say they want to ban mining for 6 months, it don't cause wahala now. As miners don't come out now, they reject that suggestion from governors. AMCON don't repay back 3.6 trillion naira within the owe give CBN. Abiodun don't present a budget of 2026 will be 1.67 trillion naira to Ogun State House of Assembly. Senate, they question ministers now on $30 million school safety projects. 22 Lagos PSP operators now they don't pursue come up for work on top say they know they perform well. CBN don't stop cash deposit limits for bank customers. All of that, you're going to need to check the Punch newspaper. Those stories them there with plenty others then. The Guardian newspaper come follow closely, and inside the Guardian, on top matter of CPC status, US don't they mount pressure on Nigeria and promise say them go restrict some people visa. MTF don't clear road for 2026 budget as FG review their revenue gap. People will get mountain levels for inside the matter of election. They ask say make them do law. We go back IREV and electronic transmission of results. AMCON, they insist say the 3.6 trillion naira within the owe, they don't pay them back and they don't even recover 87%. Senate, House of Reps say they want some very hard things them against terrorism and then stand Jim to support Musa to become the Minister of Defense. You're going to need to touchlight the Guardian newspaper and you go see all of that story and plenty others then. Moving into the papers, now the Vanguard newspaper, and inside the Vanguard, Central Bank of Nigeria don't remove limits on cash deposit and they don't also increase the weekly withdrawal limits. Niger State say people they wouldn't rescue for Niger State, their Governor Bago, they give assurance, say they go rescue them very soon. US go ban visa of some Nigeria people we get hand for violence against Christians. Federal Executive Council don't give carry go for the 2026 to 2028 MTF project 34.33 trillion naira as waiting then go make. And still for inside the Vanguard, no more negotiation, ransom payments to terrorists. Who they and this one? Now the incoming Defense Minister General Christopher Musa. House of Reps they find maybe they do transparent touchlightment of any case we get to do with terrorism. Senate they support death punishment for kidnappers. People then where they pay them and even people then where they do informants and others them. The lawyers they say even if they do the trial of the terrorists for Pundesha, it not go change anything. Still for that one, Shetima, they tell governors, overcome challenges, not they explain them. Do everything to fight these challenges. And for 4 trillion naira gbese, contractors where the verse don't take over finance ministry. They ask for 760 billion naira payments. Men wey carry gun don't go attack governor team for inside Imo State. The Vanguard newspaper, now you go for see all of that and plenty others then. The Nation newspaper can come up to say APCON don't pay 36 trillion naira for money within they owe some assets them. CBN don't raise deposit limits and their withdrawal. Also, they don't increase how much you feel withdraw, how much you feel deposit. FEC approved MTF. The plan said they will make 50.74 trillion naira in 2026. NEC don't also give carry-go for 100 billion naira security training, rehabilitation. All of that, they inside the nation. As senators, House of Reps don't they rise up, they talk against terrorism, banditry, killy them. They say this kidnapping terrorism now must carry the punishment of death. Then they say with all of us working together, joining hands together, we go defeat insurgency. Now waiting General Musa, they yarn be that. US myself don't they plan say then go restrict visa for people them when no allow everyone there to practice whatever religion where they want practice. Senate panel don't recommend clearance for ambassadorial nominees Okay, Are and Dalhatu. Enter for inside the Nation newspaper. All of that already there, they wait for you. The Daily Trust can come out now, say Senate, they move to tag kidnapping act of terrorism. Again, Fubara and the lawmakers, they do basbos. United States go block some people visa on to say that they call those ones the supporters of genocide inside Nigeria. Now, this policy now of cash withdrawal, cash deposit, where then revised, they say see the real effect. You go need to enter Daily Trust to see the report where then do about that one. For the issue of insecurity, he say get some gaps inside the armed forces. Now, waiting General Musa to the yan be that. Come and see why only 2.5 million of 9.8 million completed voters registration. Check am, see the report there. 4 people now their key throw away as police and youths them beged themselves for inside Kogi. Men wey carry gun don't kidnap 3 students inside Edo State. The Daily Trust go give you all of the full gist on that and plenty more. The Daily Independent can come up to say US go do visa ban on Nigerians then wait and say then get link to violence against Christians. NEC don't support 100 billion naira to do changes, repair work for security training institutions. And the one way the money used to say increased debt reliance 9 day on ground as federal government don't miss their 2025 fiscal projection. What they plan to make in 2025, they don't make and reach like that. Sake of rely, depend on money where they borrow. Senate now they propose 2-year pupillage for new lawyers. May them first allow them to do 2 years like an extra study first. Also they insist on death punishment for bandits and kidnappers then. AMCON, they defend their importance and they don't pay back 3.6 trillion naira within the CBN and then recover 215 billion naira in 2025. General Musa, now they don't confirm as defense minister after a lot of drama, will be like action film inside the Senate meeting. I no resign on top some church say they want to bomb my brothers. Now waiting Badaru, they explain with us. Federal Executive Council don't give okay for 2026 to 2028 MTF projects and the plan say they go make 34 trillion naira. They even approved $100 million Youth Empowerment Fund. And finally, for inside the front of the Daily Independent, Senate, they torchlight the Safe School Initiative as attacks, they continue more and more on top schools then. The Nigerian Tribune can start with to say Musa don't they give assurance say they go win the war on insecurity as Senate don't confirm him to be Minister of Defense. CBN don't raise weekly cash withdrawal limit to 500,000 naira and they don't stop that deposit limit. FEC, they approved 2026 to 2028 MTF, and they plan to make 34.33 trillion naira as revenue. You go see all of the small story way follow that one. Torchlight by yourself. United States go block visa for Nigerians. Them will not allow people to freely practice whatever religion where they want to practice. House of Reps say make federal government name the sponsors of terrorism and banditry and say anything we get to do with these terrorists, anything their case, may they handle them fast and in a transparent way. Say may they also do special courts, special tribunal to they handle the matter of terrorists, kidnappers, bandits them as they do this process of to do changes for inside the constitution. Ogun State, now one of the largest contributors to non-oil revenue. Now Abiodun dey yarn that one as he present 1.669 trillion naira as the budget plan for 2026 to in State House of Assembly. The money that local government money of Osun State where they still never give them, Supreme Court go give judgment on that case tomorrow. 4 people now they killed away for new Basbos inside Kogi, and then the 38 worshippers where they kidnapped for Eruku, they don't finally reunite them with their families. And Makinde say we have changed agriculture through institutional reforms. Senate don't invite Minister of Finance, Minister of Education, and Minister of Defense to come explain to them what happened to the $30 million where they suppose use do Safe School initiative. Finally, NEC don't support 100 billion naira to do rehabilitation work for our security training institutions. And this now where we go take close our mouth on top the sharp waiting there for inside the front pages of newspaper this morning. Don't forget, say you go need to join us again tomorrow for another wonderful edition. Until then, continue to stay with us because the big stories them they come up next inside the program.
Hello, my country people of Nigeria. It don't take small where I say you. Maybe now one of the reasons why rumors in the spread say Kebobo don't leave the media space. But you know what? Say no to fake news. Because I never get tired and I know they retire. I just change gears more and make we enjoy ourselves better. Before you don't listen to me and that voice they sweet you, the analysis they tutorial. Now you go to watch me live on top CHRICED Radio and television, where we go to break that news analysis well for you. On top of newspaper radio, big story where they happen. Inside program what we call Inside Nigeria. You go enjoy our well because we go break down for you, you go reason with us, and you go understand the grammar well. What you need to do now to follow us on top www.cricedradiotv.com, or you can follow us on top all our social media platforms. My name is Olawale Omane. On top CHRICED Radio and television, your matter now we own. Hello, my country people of Nigeria. It don't take small where I say you. Maybe now one of the reasons why rumors in the spread say Kebobo don't leave the media space. But you know what? Say no to fake news. Because I never get tired and I know they retire. I just change gears more and make we enjoy ourselves better. Before you don't listen to me and that voice they sweet you, the analysis they tutorial. Now you go to watch me live on top CHRICED Radio and television, where we go to break that news analysis well for you. On top of newspaper radio, big story where they happen. Inside program what we call Inside Nigeria. You go enjoy our well because we go break down for you, you go reason with us, and you go understand the grammar well. What you need to do now to follow us on top www.cricedradiotv.com, or you can follow us on top all our social media platforms. My name is Olawale Omane. On top CHRICED Radio and television, your matter now we own.
Naija people. Now on a babe Fali Tiger be this. I deal with now on top CHRICED Radio and TV. It is sweet me for belle to come see and hear wetin dey pepper una for body. Una go see dey see me for that una area to come talk about wetin dey bother una for mind. You know, Endel, it gets any mago yarn what I want to talk about. I be how una see this government economy matter for market. Your babe Fali Tiger ready to hear una out. Just listen and watch us on www.CHRICEDRadioandTV.com and follow all our social media platforms. Just search CHRICED Radio and TV everywhere. On top CHRICED Radio and TV, on a matter now we own.
All right, now welcome back to Inside Nigeria on top CHRICED Radio and Television. Don't reach for us to give you the big stories them inside the news. But before all of that, see if you enjoy us here every day, Mondays to Fridays, live for our YouTube and our Facebook, and we're there at CHRICED Radio TV. We're also there on all other social media platforms at CHRICED Radio TV. And then in case you say you want to put your home out this zone, waiting to go on, we'll get our WhatsApp number. Will be 0906 891 8345. Yes, our WhatsApp number is 0906 891 8345. If you also touchlight us there, and we could definitely read everything we send to us out here, make everybody for know. Then again, if you also drop the comments on top of the comment section, if you do watch us and enjoy us live. Don't forget, my name now Princess, and I know I can't alone. I carry my guy at the top. Kola Ole Money inside the studio. Kola.
Good morning.
Your sharp is sharpening.
I say may I photocopy you.
I tell you, your sharp is sharpening. It's so good to have you on the show again.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so jumping straight into the matters arising yesterday. Senate don't finally screen Oga Christopher Musa, and they don't even carry go, to become the Minister of Defense. First of all, before we go to all of the drama and all of the everything that will happen, what do you think about the screening process? Or just maybe just even add everything, like according to the story, when you reach there, as usual, Senate welcome everybody. The Senate President introduce them, the content and Senate talk. You use 20 minutes state talk, then another senator can stand up, can say too. So we don't actually be screener before when he be chief of defense staff. Say so no need now for us to just stress am. I beg make you do take a bow and go. And a dear wahala starts. Some senators supported and leave him, let him go. Other ones say no, he cannot wait to take a bow and go. They say somebody even stand up, one even waka. You get go reach where the Senate President dey. This one they shout, that one they shout. Say, Oga Akpabio even have to stand up. So now that stand up show say, order. And then he myself can use verse, can talk, say, no, we can also take a bow and go. A lot of things are happening. Donald Trump is for our matter, etc. All of that drama and how everything can take end. Waiting. We need to talk about that.
Yeah, we appreciate the fact that they don't already conclude the matter, and they will allow the person to at least swing into action right now, because now waiting we really need now. On top of take a bow and go, I think I'm impressed with the Senate President's intervention yesterday, and because when they know done well, we always lament. So this time around, make we comment Oga Senate President. I love his composure, the way he was able to address the matter and he calmed the situation. And in his own case too, he feel like, okay, with the current situation right now, the word take a bow and go, not supposed to be the case. And I hope, say, the politician will even learn from this kind of a situation. I will still go to the reason for that. For instance, if una claim, say, okay, this person, they don't already screen them before. When una screen them that time, some challenges where they battle right now, the situation never did critical the way we see them now. Just to align my thought with waiting Senate President being talk. The situation never did critical. And apart from that, if you are giving somebody
a new appointment. Truly, is an experienced person, is now in charge as a minister, but administratively, he will now be the one to be coordinating. The assignment is somehow similar, but it has different perspective this time around. He has been taking some directive from ministers before. So security chiefs now will now be taking some directives from him. And he's more of a politician right now than the way he was purely a soldier. So the dimension of the new assignment should warrant the Senate to say, okay, we want to question this person better than the way it used to be before. They may be asking him, how will you be able to coordinate your guys to make sure, say, they finish this battle, maybe kinetic or whatever the case. But this time around, they may need to also drain in with question that, okay, we'll be hearing a lot of money that you people are gulping in security and stuff like that being managed by Ministry of Defense. So how una go utilize them judiciously right now? So the assignment they are working towards almost the same goal, but with different mandate of assignment as you speak right now. So they really need them. And I appreciate the fact, say, okay, eventually they know, say, okay, now must make it take a bow and go. And we don't already, they always talk on before. To say even the minister will come up before in the come on board right now, if to say then train them with this kind of questions, you will now see the need for us to get an experienced person to do that particular assignment. And luckily, for the first time, maybe in recent times, that a presidency will assign or give somebody assignment or appoint somebody in the country where you go hardly hear these guys. Oh, they don't come again. Almost everybody, regardless of religion, ethnicity, align with the appointment of Christopher Musa. So with that, it means, say, some of this ideology where Nigerians, they always push, or the impression where our politicians, our leaders, they always push, the narrative, or say, oh, we are our ethnicity don't overshadow almost everything. Religion don't overshadow everything. It means, say, politicians, they do the right thing. We might not be bothered with some of this narrative way we always push almost every time. Oh, now Southwest, you know, come from Northwest, you know, come from Southeast. We are not hearing that now with the appointment of Musa. Meaning, say, people have this confidence, say, he go fit deliver for this assignment. With that, they forget, say, he no come from the East. They forget, say, no come from the West. And they forget, say, he no be Christian. They forget, say, he no be Muslim. All these things where they always follow the appointment, he no follow. So we still appeal to our politicians to continue doing the right thing, not under pressure like this. Because it be like, say, pressure, they force them to do the right thing this time around.
Okay, now maybe we come to the screening itself. They tell them, say, make it touchlight that situation of military people, the soldiers, and we come out from that school inside Kebbi, where they go pack those girls. They say, make it touchlight and say, immediately sit down, say, and they set up a committee to examine that thing will happen. He's still also saying, go touchlight the killing of Brigadier General Musa Uba and other officers. Then he talked a lot of stuff, you know, about how he will handle the security challenges head on. He said this war against terrorism and banditry, there should be all of us, make everybody join hand together, we will fix make camp. He now mentioned the Safe School Initiative. Say, make them strengthen the Safe School Initiative. Say, because most of the schools then for the country today exposed and no enough security. Now, even in line with that, where's the Senate now, they invite some ministers to come explain what happened to the $30 million where they're supposed to use this one. What will be this Safe School Initiative in the first place? And you really think say now something where we need to key into?
Yeah, we really need to key into it because of our peculiar problem right now. Because we understand the location of our schools. We know the way the situation they say, you know, they friendly to anybody as we speak right now. So many locations where our schools they are not governable. Some of them no security presence there. So if the Safe School Initiative is dedicating some certain amount of money to take care of this kind of situation. So we should be asking plenty questions right now. The unfortunate part of it is that Senate, they always ask this kind of questions when pressure day like this. I tell you, say pressure, they force so many questions to be answered. But the point is, what happens to their oversight function before now? Why must they wait till when almost everything done dabaru before they come start to the act? So we have to check some of these things. Safe school initiatives, no be bad thing. But my only concern about putting more attention on it is that we just need something that will make almost everywhere be secured. Because when these people no get chance to enter school, we will still need to initiate Safe Churches initiative. We need to initiate Safe Mosque initiative. Then beyond that, Save Nigerians initiative. So it better make we do something we go make security dey kajad everywhere. Whether children or adults, kidnapping na kidnapping. Nigerians na victims. So regardless of where it is happening, we just need a secured society. So with that, we will be okay regardless of any this thing. We know, say, the moment these people get children, they get world attention, they can easily negotiate for ransom, and government may even fall into payment of ransom. So they need to ask more questions on it. But beyond Safe School initiative right now, every Nigeria must be saved, because now the civic responsibility now must for government to do this for Nigerians. So they shouldn't shy away from that responsibilities. And if you see the back and forth interventions here and there in the last few days, you go know, say, true, it be like say Agbada don't require and everybody want to work this time around.
Now, finally, still talk something about negotiation. You know, they open to negotiation. Even Godswill Akpabio, the Senate President, support that idea. And then he mentioned, say, get some of our laws, we don't they outdated. They need to come out all of those laws. In what he say, there's zero tolerance policy for terrorism and banditry. Made them review the outdated laws. They also mentioned issue of mining as a major source of criminal financing, and then they should do more tighter monitoring using technology.
I don't tell you before now, say, there's nothing new that man go talk yesterday, where they never talked before. And there's nothing new that he's saying right now that is not in a particular blueprint. Remember what I always talk about: act, implement. So if they are implementing what we have right now, we will not have a problem. Any outdated laws, it is the responsibility of the lawmakers to make sure, say, they review them. For instance, if you talk, say, okay, somebody, act of terrorism, this is what will happen to the person. Maybe for the person where they serve 20 years, maybe judge has a particular space where go hide to give that kind of a ruling. Can we now make it stricter than the way it used to be? So they can do all these things. But whatever they are doing, if they do everything perfectly okay on paper, without implementation, without execution, it amounts to nothing. So they need to do more. They need to act more to make sure, say, whatever grammar they are blowing right now, Nigerians see the results. When they can be able to sleep well, when they can be able to pay tax to the government, not to bandit, when they can be able to use their money to do some reasonable things, not to pay ransom, when they can be able to farm in their farms and harvest in peace. These now all the challenges we battle right now.
Okay. So based on how the screening go, just like you talked earlier, you know, the support and the fact that nobody really they complain of this man nomination, and then with like about 5 hours questioning, and you think say in go fit do something. You think say go fit, because like you talk, all of these things are already there. Is the action, implementation and be the issue. Do you think General Christopher Musa is actually the person to do it?
I would do from a layman response is the fact that this person don't already be in this sector for 35 years.
39, said 39 years
wow,
of service.
39 years. So you can't compare him to a politician that probably served his state as a governor for 8 years without any track record of security. now taking over the security sector, you definitely with layman response, say this person will definitely perform better than the whoever has been there before now. Now, if you now check, okay, some people may disagree with this, my point, to say, okay, at a point we even had a whole general as a president, and we had issues here and there. That is where political will comes in. This guy will recommend, he will give all what it takes to say, okay, we need this, we need that, we need this. I hope most of those recommendations will not tamper with waiting politician no want. Now, where problem they always dey be that, because whether we like it or not, he has taken a political appointment job. Even when they are there actively service, in active service, they are still being influenced by politicians. So now that he's now a politician, you can't compare him to, okay, experience he has it, but some certain touch of a politics may still be involved in whatever he's doing. But if they allow him to work freely as expected, he will definitely deliver. I have that belief that he will deliver, especially now when we say even the presidency, the federal government, all stakeholders, they want results.
So how long should we give him before we start to the look, say, if they work, abi no they work?
A minimum of 90 days.
90 days, 3 months.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, Kolawole, nice to be my guest inside the studio. And you don't talk, say, from a layman's perspective, from the little we don't see, we don't hear, Christopher Musa will do the job. But at least no give him, say, 90 days before we begin to look whether the workings they work, abi the workings, they work. Now, you can join us, put your own comment for inside the comment section at CHRICED Radio TV for YouTube or even for Facebook, or for WhatsApp at 0968918345. Now, moving to the National Assembly on Wednesday, don't come out now, say they should publicly, federal government publicly name and deal with people then where they sponsor, they finance terrorism. Both the Senate and the House of Representatives, now in they push, say may they expose people then where they finance terrorism as they do their meeting. Senate now don't come out, say may they classify kidnapping, banditry, insurgency as terrorism. May not just call is now a terrorist act, and that terrorist act carry the punishment of death. Now the Bamidele, the person that will lead the debate now, Bamidele, the leader of the Senate, and in talk now, he said made them designate kidnapping, hostage taking, and related offences as terrorism, and let there be death penalty for such offences. No option of fine, no alternative sentence, now death once. Then even Oshomo they come talk say all this thing of de-radicalization, they don't repent, may they carry, say may they stop them. Say many of them, you will form say don't de-radicalize them, allow them go. They go back to this offense. What do you get to talk about this before we enter to the House of Representatives side?
Waiting the first one you will talk about may them
designate kidnapping, hostage taking as terrorism, and then make it carry the punishment of death penalty, no paying money, no anything like life imprisonment or 20 years, death once.
Yes, I agree with them. If they talk say they want to make a move, we go make sure say they take this matter seriously than the way it is right now. Because when you leave it open, a judge in his own wisdom may decide to say, okay, let me use this particular section of the Constitution to judge this matter. He may say, okay, let me tamper justice with mercy, whatever, because there's no any tighten platform for the judge. You give him an open ticket to decide, and he can use his discretion to decide, or maybe, depending on the kind of lawyer way even the suspect being get, how they take package in story. Because as we speak right now, it gets some of our provision of the law we go to say, okay, it's not just back snatching.
Yes.
If you know involve life or anything, or just minor robbery, where they no carry gun, now only knife then carry. Even though in the course of that, they use and kill you. But because you escape, they don't do you anything. Before you know it, they give them 3 months, they go back to the act. So if they now want to make it deeper, because banditry, if you want to check it before, the way banditry they work before now, some of this, all this agbero attack, all this gang attack here and there, that we used to experience before they now say, okay, banditry don't already chop up, it don't advance in their operations. Now, if they want to make this kind of declaration, where would they now keep the banditry we used to know?
That's like all these phone snatching.
All these phone snatching, minor,
yes.
Where do they keep it? They will have to define it well and better before they now say, okay, they venture into it. Because no be today, people don't already, they talk, say, okay, somebody cannot just kidnap somebody and you people still, they call them bandit, call them terrorists. You understand? So if they want to act now, they need to act fast on it. You already know my reservation about death sentence, death penalty here and there, because we don't have people signing it. I now hope, or maybe they will now factor this into the review of the Constitution to say, okay, it's now a must for governors to sign or for president to sign for death warrant, or they don't even need any signature. The moment court don't already pass in verdict, they should go and do the execution maybe a month after, maybe after Supreme Court. So if they review it in that manner, we won't have this impression that, okay, we are using our national IGR to be feeding suspects who already commit atrocity and send almost many members or many Nigerians to heaven untimely. So if you check that one again, if you don't agree well, because in our talks, okay, international community, they know they agree for this and stuff like that. If not life sentence, just make sure, say, okay, you take this thing more seriously than expected. And again, the process now of getting a terrorist and elongating the entire trial process for almost 10 years before they even finalize on the process, I think they need to do something about this too. How? We get timetable for elections. We get timetable for politicians, because they will say their own get time bound, you need to factor this before the swearing, before this, before that. Let us have it. And the idea with them was, okay, they want to get a special court for them. It's a good move. If we get some of these things, you know that, okay, within 6 months, whoever is caught will be tried. And if they find you guilty, then they give you your verdict immediately. Unlike on one case, we'll be on it for almost 10 years. And eventually, if they want to give the person so years, they say, maybe they come out from the years so they don't already detain now. So they have to work on some of these things. Now, their responsibility for them to at least complement what the executive arm of government they do right now to make sure, say, everywhere they tight for some of these criminals. Okay, so on the issue of de-radicalization, Inko. De-radicalization, it depends on how they want to see them. Many Nigerians are not in support of it because the atrocity where these people don't already commit, it made people not to believe in that radicalization because they don't even have mechanism to say, okay, waiting will be the level of your offense before we go know whether we need to de-radicalize you or to deal with you. The reason why I know the two want to come out my eyes from this de-radicalization process is to say we get that trust. Where that trust deficit is not paid there, we trust our government, we trust whatever move they are making, is the fact that there are some of these guys too that are innocent. That is why I know they like to close my eyes 100%. But if you ask me, maybe 5 out of 100% is the larger percentage that me can support the radicalization. Because many of them were conscripted into this act and they had no any escape route until maybe government intervention or what have you. So if those kind of people, they feel like say they never to enter deep, they can still get them back if for no bad. But again, from the angle of the victims right now, you just imagine say, oh, now this person can't wipe off all your family members. And the following day, you are watching TV, you are seeing him live, they give a uniform, say that they radicalize him. It go there painful. The society may not want to embrace it, they may not want to encourage it. That is why I'm saying they may need to also do their thorough screening to make sure, say, now the person will never to commit atrocity, will never to enter deep. Because it gets some people in this life, in this country where we dey. If you like, one cut their neck, they will not do that thing. It's either you take their life instead of them committing more atrocity to kill other people. So if you never reach that level, fine, they can factor those people into the radicalization, because that same person can be your brother, can be my brother tomorrow, which you don't emphasize for now. You understand? So if you say totally we don't want the radicalization process, we just want everybody to be killed, and tomorrow, if they just come my place, they say, okay, by fire, by force. These people don't carry core member before. We go join them. At a point, even the international day, they intervened. They got to where this core member was. They wanted to bring him out. He said he's not going again. He has been brainwashed. You understand? So at that point now, if they can able to recover that core member and say they want to at least carry and enter rehab to take care of him, at least to reset his brain, it's not bad. But if you now close a room for de-radicalization completely, it means that those kind of people, they are to be killed, which is also not fair to them.
Okay, so are you saying, say, get some where them go, carry them, come back, maybe rehab them or talk to them, and they will never go back to that situation? Because from what you're showing the yarn, he say enough, he say they work, because most of these people go back to those crimes.
Now, because we don't have the system in place to check them. You understand? It's just like the way we always do trial and error on almost everything we do. So there, by now, if we are having that kind of revelation, they're supposed to now review that process to say, is it really working or not? If it is working, let them explain to Nigerians how it they work. If you know they work, there's a need for us to pause for now and let us have a standard way of managing this thing. For it to appear inside dictionary, it means say it is possible and there is a provision for it. So to now close it completely, say it not supposed to happen, maybe because of our experience of how these people they deal with Nigerians. But again, if you want to be fair to all, you now factor people where we say no be their wish. They just come their house, come invade their house, capture some of them, say now by fire by force, you must join us. Maybe sometimes when they finish some of them and they need more recruitment. So those kind of people, if they manage to escape, in the name of saying we can't surrender, and you see say make them go kill those people, he also know they fair to them. Because they can be our brothers or sisters tomorrow.
Bam. Now, for the side of the House of Representatives, apart from the idea of saying they establish special courts to handle all these cases of terrorists, bandits, kidnapping, and then enforcement of the penalties, they still mention some things. Them say the financiers, people that were the sponsor and where they fund down, they should be publicly named, sanctioned, and prosecuted. And then all of these terrorism-related cases should be open. May they do an open densha. May them do one transparently. May them do one fast. Do you think all of this can also help? Because somebody has come out now and say, no, be by to do the case transparent. Say it still no go change anything.
Yeah, I think it will help if then talk say they want to make this kind of move. Say, okay, may them do the trial, may them name them, may them do this, may them do that. But I doubt if the government even get liver to do it. Maybe today we don't hear say, okay, then go name these people and go punish them. But me, I always say I don't need a formal letter to say these are the list of the members. In the course of prosecution, they are already named. So why must you be waiting, say you want to go and publish their names on a national newspaper? The moment you can update us, oh, we have 10 number of people, we are taking them to court tomorrow. Automatically, you have named them. Their names will definitely appear on paper.
That's the sponsors. The sponsors. They pay. They have
there's
names.
A provision to deal with them in the court, in the law. So why must you be saying you want to name them, and it has always been we. Nothing has happened. So we are tired of waiting for that list. Just prosecute them. When you are prosecuting them, you will explain to Nigerians the reason why you are prosecuting these people and the evidence you have to nail them, not to just come and name. Because if you name, they can even sue you to court to say, no, I don't have this, I don't do this. But don't just stress yourself with this name. Because that name alone, they may be fighting that battle. For instance, since you were away, then talk, say, okay, if they do this, they do that. You need to go do counter court order. Carry federal government, enter court. So you may want to be fighting the battle of terrorism and they will be fighting you for libel. So you are complicating more cases by saying, oh, why will you name me? What is the evidence you have against me? This and that. They may carry that charge separately and sue the federal government to court. So instead, if you have enough evidence to nail these guys, then what are you waiting for? Why must we be petitioning it almost every time? So you want to name them today, tomorrow? We don't need this list. Prosecute them through that means we will know them.
And for the open and transparent trial,
It's a welcome development.
they should go ahead.
Yes, so that at least some of these revelations where they feel like say, okay, they no get. My condition is they should just know, say they carry these people, they hold them like this. They don't already catch them like this. Not I won't catch him here or I touch him clothes, he escape. No, not that kind of evidence we need. Evidence of say true this thing happened. This is how it happened. This now the transaction. Now the procurement where they maybe this, all those stuff. Have them in details. Conversation from conversation where they get. If you get all these in details, why are you still waiting? Till when? Before you start prosecuting them. We don't need the list. Just prosecute. Through that, we know them.
Okay, and there's still for inside the House of Representative meeting before they close that on Tuesday, argument being burst out on top this issue of say make them withdraw police from VIPs them. One of the House of Representatives, the Nijiga lawmaker Abubakar Yeleman, now him been first stand up to say it no make sense say one person get like 10 policemen. He said to make them look wetin Oga Presido talk, say if he say the NSCDC people they well equipped, so make them even all of the police personnel. Even another governor too from Borno, Ogasa told me in Macon talk say yes, say he even agree, say even them, because even them will be House of Rest members. He said if we provide police for our state, it will appear like say we dey fear something. Say even us may they come up police for our hand. But now Benjamin Kalu will lead the meeting can say say them no be VIPs, they be key national figures. Come mention, say state governors, judicial officers, say they deserve police guards. He say, in a word, he say, I will not be comfortable if I see Chief Justice of Nigeria, other justices, even governors, they move around, no police. So you already say governor get immunity, but you can't take away insecurity. What is now the immunity? In the end, shall they all agree, say only serving national officers should be entitled to police protection. Does this make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense because we can't say because of the situation at hand, we just strip them off the policemen. You understand? Because the truth of the matter is that hardly those people can be able to survive the movement. They won't even travel again. You won't see them again. Any state where no get flight, where no get airport, you won't see them there.
The civil defense in no work for them too.
The civil defense, they may not, because of this kind of mentality where we get. For instance now, averagely as a Nigerian, when you see a soldier, they say, this place where they go na trouble zone. You need to be security conscious. They now place a soldier, they place a policeman, and they place civil defense. They say, make you open your eyes, carry somebody will go follow you. You already know the answer. That's the kind of impression that we still have now. The reason why I've been talking about that Stephen Oronsaye report, that will be able to harmonize them, that will be able to, for people we see them in the eyes of the public, they have what it takes to do the job. You know, when the civil defense been start that time, they know they carry gun. Eventually, they say me then they carry gun. So these people still have this impression, say the kind of training where they chop, you know, they strong like that of a police. Even though maybe in equal training, but in the eyes of the public right now, including the politicians, they may not want to be too trusting them. Some politicians, when they even go with the police now with prayer, then they carry and join. They will prefer soldiers. That is just the reality here right now. So to just strip them like that in the name of say, okay, we don't get enough, they just need to do more for us to get enough. But not to say, okay, totally we expose them to that kind of a situation. Because apart from the normal banditry, terrorism, or whatever the case, it gets some locations where they go even go. Say we say normal public say not threat to their life because of some things where they not do before. If people they watch, the people where they watch me now, they say, do I care? That's the impression where Nigerians get. The reason why they need to be doing the right thing, so that Nigeria will say, now our leaders be this, we need to take care of them, we need to pamper them. Not the way the narrative day as we speak right now. Because the situation right now, if you hear say one politician don't break leg, say just the waka break leg, they say, God don't catch him. It's not supposed to be like that. Because they are there to lead us. They are there to carry our cause. They are there to serve us. That is why one of them then say, "I be the chief servant of so state." You understand? But in reality, are they our servants? They are not. But normally, they're supposed to be our servant. So if we have a good structure, we have standard system that's working, we will respect them more, and we want every single move to protect them because they are leading us well.
All right, so we'll do every single move to protect them. Now, moving on to the next matter, the United States Department of State on Wednesday announced that they don't do things now to, like, they don't do their meeting, they don't do plenty things. They want to do some things now to take, punish some people where they feel say they get hand for all of this their own issue of say that they target a particular religion for our country. They say United States now they consider visa restriction to ban visa of some people and some groups where they implicate say their hand they inside the violence, and say they go even check if you even reach the families of such people. What do you think about that, to ban the visa of some people for Nigeria in the name of say that they support the killy of a particular religion? And then also the fellow, I don't forget the man name, but yesterday we go talk to for their joint Congress meeting where they talk say make them ban Sharia law, make them make Sharia law unconstitutional and disband all the Isba groups them inside the north.
Yeah, it may be an issue anyway, because if they go that direction again, it will be touch crisis of religion crisis.
Yeah.
You understand? Because many people know the reason why they set Isba then, and at a point they will even try to extend some of those activities to other parts of the country. So doing that may have religious coloration. You understand? Disbanding some of those or Sharia law too may have issues, because some states too then get their own penal code and what have you. I just want to believe that even in the Sharia law where they talk about, if you check them, it no day against people where they do right things. It's against people where they do wrong things. You understand? But some argument may arise to say, okay, why others no get their own law to where they use for the entire this thing? At the state level, they initiate this thing to the State House of Assembly. If they extend in some certain states, they say then they use them against. I think the governor should do more in cautioning those guys to make sure, say, okay, they no overdo. You understand? I know, say, federal government get the capacity to do whatever they wish, that to make peace reign in the country. So in the course of doing that, to make them no come overdo and we go come cause another bege, we they no feel resolve, because then talk say now one action where somebody no take in 1999 thereabout on top of Boko Haram, now cause waiting with the battle right now. So they will need to exercise consciousness, and they have to be conscious about whatever they are doing regarding this. You understand? For instance, at a point we had OPC right in the southwest, and government told say, now don't they overdo, we don't want to again.
They disband them.
You understand? They disband them because in their own case, nobody say them carry on like say state government carry any bill to go establish those people. They just say they want a sanitized society. Now the reason why they initiate them. Eventually, it got out of hand and they disbanded them. I think during Obasanjo period that time. So anything can happen to these guys, but I hope the governors over there will be able to manage the situation not to get to that level, because OPC, it has no link with any religion. And you know the way we they carry religion matter for Nigeria. Before you know it, they talk, okay, now this person, I don't want to make we exist, and this one, they overshadow this and that. So it go make the entire country they divided. Why we need things that can unite us better than before right now.
Okay, so on the visa ban for people.
On the visa ban, to me, it has no any effect. Unfortunately, it spoils our reputation almost every time. Then go to talk say they won't ban us from going to so country. I'm waiting for that day that Nigerians will be banning some people because of this. Say they don't even want us for our country. Even though I doubt if that one go happen, but I'm hoping. So it spoil our reputation almost every time. Person we get legit business to do and some other activities, then go they look one corner high, see them The moment we then toss in a Nigeria, night them be. So you know to speak well when they talk about reputation. But to the people where then they talk about, it not stop anything. It not stop them from doing whatever they are doing. If you ban them from your country, they can travel to other countries. It not stop them. I'm not sure whether that kind of threat alone with that because US go ban me on the reason why I come out my hands from terrorism. It go hard. It go hard. So I need federal government need better approach to manage these people to hold them to bring them to book than to be relying on this visa ban or whatever. It can be like a sanction to them. They will want to travel to this country, we no get chance to do. They will go to other places. It no stop or end the drama we will face right now in the country.
Okay, and before we go wrap up the show, just in like about 3 to 4 minutes, finally on top inside Nigeria today, Central Bank of Nigeria don't remove that limit, that cash deposit limit before in 2019. They say then stand up, say they won't do cashless. So you get amount where you go fee deposit, you get charges where then go collect from you. Even if they withdraw, they won't reduce the amount of cash in circulation. But they don't come out now yesterday with another top paper, say the present reality need, to remove all of those charges, all of those limits. For inside the matter of 100,000, you feel withdraw in a week. Now they don't increase that to 500,000 for a person, while for corporations, them they different. And then if you deposit any amount when you want deposit without any risk of charges. Is this a good reversal of that policy?
Yeah, it's commonsensical anyway, because for instance, we have this impression, say the cash we will get outside market, it pass the one way then they take operate in all the cash deposit banks nationwide. And if you check this, you go know say it no good for our economy. Many people get money where no they legit, where they no one carry and go bank. Instead, then go use that to buy this, buy that cash, from cash to cash. It's not going back to the system where they can fee use them. You understand? So that one day separately. And this current development now will not encourage those people to still come to bank. Because they know say they are no clean. Now, the people where they do legit business again, this policy where they just reversed yesterday is discouraging them to still bring their money.
How? Because no more charges if you come and deposit now.
Now.
Yes,
but
yes,
before,
now.
I'm telling you before.
Okay.
Before now, it's discouraging them because you will factor, if I go beyond this one, they will charge me for social amount. Let me leave it till tomorrow. By implication, before that tomorrow, armed robber may come and pack the entire money. By implication, before that tomorrow, you may keep it inside your shop and fire outbreak will happen. It happen where we're in Kano State, in Kori Market. Whenever they are shop born, definitely know that they are not crying because of the materials inside the shop. They are crying because of the cash where they had to the materials there. Where sometimes even they more higher than even the goods where they get for their shops. So if you have people in the cities like that and they don't have banking mentality, they don't have the culture of saving, say it's not even good for your economy. Now that they are now discouraging, and we're talking about bank and financial inclusion. It gets some locations where we say bank never even reach. They still manage to do some of this
online
transfer here and there. So it's better you encourage people to bring their money. And when you are doing that, bank thinks say before now, then they get small charges on people where they bring in essence. But trust Nigeria, they will avoid to bring that essence that will warrant that charge. So you won't even get more. But if you encourage them to bring more money, from that same more money, you'll be able to borrow people. Because you get some people, then get the money, they don't even get the idea of what they want to use them for. They say, I go keep them for bank. When bank get enough money, you'll be able to borrow people out. You understand? And you get percentage from it. So it means say it will also boost the activities of financial activities in bank than the way we are witnessing right now. So to me, it's a good move.
So what about the cashless policy?
The cashless policy too makes sense.
But does it still work now with this? As they don't increase the limit of withdrawal, we will feel withdraw. Before is 100,000, the cap am for at least 100,000 a week. Now you can withdraw up to 500,000 naira in a week as a person. So will money not be too much for the hand of people?
If you check the figure, it's not too much. Because whether we like it or not, because of this financial inclusion, we know today spread almost everywhere. You still get some businesses now that you need cash to do. If you don't have that cash, it means say issues go there. You understand?
Yeah.
So if they now say, okay, this person should get this so amount of naira. For instance, now you get some work now where they go do for you, won't pay for labor. Some people go tell you, say, I don't get account, oh, you need to give me cash. If not, some people go, they even tell you, say, if you get cash, I will sell it for you 10 naira. But if not transfer you won't do, I will sell it for you so amount higher. So with this, I think the development no bad.
All right. Final words, scholar.
Final words, let us go back to our peculiar problem right now, security. You don't already give this man the assignment to do. I hope the presidency will support him without any political influence to do the needful so that we can have peace in this country.
All right. Congratulations to retired General Christopher Gabwin Musa will be our new Minister of Defense. And like then talk, they're very supportive. And so one of my colleagues, they also show me, say even headsmen, they happy, say the man don't come, they twirl for and they praise him. And like caller talk, it be like say everybody like him, everybody they see the man working. So we're going to give him time to make sure say we see what he can do. And like caller talk finally, may they allow the man to work without any political interference or intervention. And by the special grace of God, we will overcome the insecurity. This now where we'll go wrap up the show. We just want to say thank you very much. Say it and get it back with us. If you follow us, subscribe to us, like us, comment on all of our videos, check out all of our reports on all social media and those at CHRICED Radio TV. And you feel they put your mouth whenever the show they go on for inside WhatsApp at 0906 891-8345. We'll come again tomorrow, same time, same station for another beautiful edition. Until then, my name na Princess Anyana. God bless Christ, God bless you, and God bless Nigeria.